Here representing the Richland Center Lions Club today, we have Robin Corneff, we have Pat Bradford, Janet Kruger, and John Paulson. We'll talk about what they do with the Lions and some of the activities that they have going. Robin, I'll start with you since you were kind of the ringleader of this whole show, so good to have you in the studios.
Thank you for having us. We're just excited that you're going to be our guest tomorrow night at one of our car cruises. We've been doing them for about 3 years now, and it brings a lot of people to the area that like to show their cars, but we also get to have our Lions food stand open, and we sell our Lions burgers, which are popular. And tomorrow night we're going to celebrate your 40th anniversary with Those Were the Days.
I can't wait. Thanks for having me as a guest, but we'll be playing some music there and having some good times. And we're just hoping to see a lot of cars there. It looks like the weather's going to treat you all right, Robin.
Yes, that sounds good. We do need good weather, so we've been saying some prayers for that. And I would encourage people to bring their chairs because our picnic tables do get full, but the more the merrier. So
you've been doing this for 3 years. You mentioned it's been a pretty good success, it sounds like, or you wouldn't keep going with it, would you?
Yes, we wanted to do something to use the fair stand more often than just for the fair. We have our equipment there, and we have just a really nice setup. So this was an idea that someone had that we could utilize it a little bit more often. And then I think even the fairgrounds has upgraded where they've had more events at the fairgrounds, and they've asked us to be open. So it's easier for us to have everything there than to have to take it on the road. So
do you get cars from quite a wide area?
Yes, we do. I think probably we're up to where one night we had like 75 cars. So it's growing, and I think people do talk about it a lot. So they go to other car shows and then they say, have you been to the Richland Center one? So
Thursday night, I think, is a good night to have it because it doesn't really compete with a lot of other area events, does it?
No, that's what we've noticed. And then just trying to stay the third Thursday so that people know it and they get it on their calendar, and starting to advertise it so that we have a little bit of reoccurrence or whatever, where every month everybody looks forward to it.
We want to talk a little bit about Richland Lions, some other aspects that they do, and Janet Kruger is here. And Janet, tell us a little bit about the Lions and some things you're proud of with the club.
Honestly, the car cruise is definitely one of the things I'm proud of. 3 years ago, we just came off of COVID. Nobody was interacting with anybody else. Our first car cruise, everyone sat outside and they visited. To have that community, to have that connection brought back up to us, because that was lost in those years after that. I know I heard several people, they sat there and they visited and they're like, oh my gosh, the time's over. I didn't even look at a car. And it's definitely grown since then. Word of mouth. We've got flyers that we put out, Facebook page. We have that. We use that money to put back into the community. Many not-for-profits, they use part of the profits to go back into their administrative. One of the things that I'm very proud of with Lions is 100% of what we make goes back in the communities, whether we're giving out scholarships. This year, because we've had really good years, we were able to give out $2,500 in scholarships to the high school. We support the Sea Perch Project for St. Mary's. Very important to have that STEM kind of program for children. We have vision and hearing screening, and we have one of our members here, or one of our newer members who we started to engage in that, who got involved in that and really enjoys it, and we'll let her talk about that. We do our eyeglass collection. If you have them that night, bring them, and we don't care if they're broken. If they're sunglasses, they all get used. There's some amazing things. Wisconsin in general has a Lions camp for kids with disabilities, so that if you're diabetic, you go that week. Every child's the same as you. Imagine a place where when it's time to check your blood sugar, everybody does it. Everybody's feeling the same things. If you're visually impaired and you're out in a canoe, everybody is visually impaired and they're experiencing the same things. There's so many amazing opportunities for Lions outside of our community, inside of our community that we promote, that it's definitely something in my 13 years now. So I guess I would be the oldest one in the group here for joining. I joined in my 40s. Lions are for any time, not for when you're retired. I took my son and I involved him right into the community service. So, it's Lions is for everybody. And definitely I'm extremely proud to be a part of that.
Indeed. And so it's nice to have people of all ages get some younger people involved too, isn't it? So you've been able to do that with your son involved and some
Yes,
other things?
he was involved. He was there at roadside cleanup. I mean, you would have swore he pulled a tire out of a ditch, and it was the biggest prize ever, So, and we do have some younger members, and we've had some students from the high school come and help us do service, roadside cleanup, taking pride in your community.
And the Lions Club calendar, we're always aware of that. That's another fundraising effort for you, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. It's one of our biggest birthday anniversary. So promoted, and it's supported by individuals even who have moved on, maybe have moved out of the area, and we still get contacted and get orders from them.
Also here today with us on the morning show is Pat Bradford. Pat, I understand you're a Cub. Tell us what that means.
Well, for me, it means I've only been a member for 2 years, so I'm still kind of learning the ropes, and so they have to kind of cut me a little slack sometimes.
So why did you decide to join up with the Lions?
Well, this goes way back. Our folks always encouraged us through 4-H and everything to be involved with community service, and so I know some of the people in the group, and they're a lot of fun. Well, it's a lot of work, but we have a good time when we do it, and so that's kind of a win-win combination there. So that's kind of how I got involved with it. Yeah.
And you're involved with the hearing screening?
Yeah, we do hearing screening, and we also do vision screening, and we do kindergarten through high school, and kind of got involved with that. I myself wear glasses. I got them when I was in the 2nd grade, and a teacher noticed that I was having issues and told my folks. So I appreciate the fact that we're screening these kids, and if we find a concern that perhaps you can help some kid before he gets too far behind because he can't hear or can't see. So it's really kind of fun that way. Can be a little challenge. Sometimes the kids are a little intimidated by this little equipment that we have, but most of them we get it done, and I just think it's a great program to take at this age in these kids and find out if they got problems that could interfere with their learning.
So you get into area schools during the school year then, the Richland district?
Yeah, like I said, they do kindergarten through high school, and we usually do it on a pretty continuous basis over a week or so to get them all done. But again, the school district has been very helpful. The teachers are very helpful. Everything goes really quite smoothly, and so but again, the idea to make sure none of these kids have any issues is great. The other thing I've been impressed by the Lions is that I've only been in it 2 years, and on each of those years, some teacher from the school knows about our concern with vision, has called us and said they have a student that has a vision issue. Parents can't afford to have it examined, taken care of. So we've financially supported these kids so they can get glasses. And so I just think that's not trying to toot my horn, but I'm going a little bit. But again, having been in a situation where I myself, teacher, found that I was having a vision problem, it's difference of night and day about what you can do in school. And it's so important to get kids off to a good start. I just can't say enough about the opportunity to help kids out that way,
So what you do as a Lion, you go in and then you kind of sense if there might be some issue, and then do you get a referral then to a doctor then?
We have a little instrument that for hearing, they're supposed to look at they put on a headset, there's tones of different decibels and so forth, and so they indicate whether they don't hear it or not. And if there's got a question at all, we just make a referral. And the same thing is true with the vision. They have a little instrument that they look into, and it can do a quick screen of possible vision problems, nearsighted, farsighted, whatever, and then they can pick up on that. And again, then it's up to someone else to do the referral. But it's just a screening technique. And it's like I said, some of the kids get a little intimidated by it, but usually we're able to kind of reassure them, and it goes quite well.
Right.
As was mentioned earlier, you like to see those glasses brought into some of your events and dropped off, don't you?
Yep. Oh, yeah. We take any time you want to bring them in, we'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
John Paulson is here as well. Good to see you, John.
Thank you.
How long have you been a Lions member?
Well, my wife, Cindy, and I were relatively new to the area. We moved here in July of 2023 from Stoughton, Wisconsin, and University of Wisconsin retirees, so we bought our retirement home here. But at any rate, I got kind of reunited with Julie Kepler, our president, about a year after we were here, and I knew Julie from attending school at the campus back in the early 70s, so she invited my wife and I both to join Lions, and it's been a great way to meet, people in the community since we've been here.
You've been doing some hamburger slinging and things like that, have you?
Yeah, I've been mostly doing the fry guy thing at our car cruise, and have really enjoyed our time so far here.
Yeah, that's kind of a staple at the Richland County Fair too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is.
You guys get pretty busy that weekend as well.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Favorite project so far with the Lions?
I think kind of what Pat was saying is we had an opportunity to help with the hearing testing and getting to meet a variety of kids at different school age was really rewarding, and knowing that you're helping these kids out, to hear better and to help them through their daily school projects.
And then every student in the class comes through then. Is that how that works then, or how do you set it up?
Yeah, I mean, I know we just cover certain grades, and but for whatever grade level we cover, all the kids from that grade come through. So
you'll be there at the car cruise tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
That's a fun event for you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's nice to know that you'll be there playing music. You and I have met before. We both have a mutual interest in music, so it's been fun talking to you since we've been here.
Have you got your first request thought of yet or not?
Well, there's so many. I'm not sure where to start.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing that tomorrow night. But excuse me, but just to see these old cars is amazing. Isn't it?
Yeah. My first car was a '69 Mustang. So anytime somebody pulls up with an old Mustang, that's kind of my favorite.
That's awesome. Do they generally go on a cruise then, or do they pretty much just stay at the fair?
No, they pretty much are there just to show their cars and stuff. So.
And we hope people will turn out tomorrow. Robin, this is certainly a good event tomorrow night. Do you raise money through the car show, or is it just through the sales of the hamburgers then?
Just through the sales of the burgers, having our food stand open. But it, again, is a good family night even for people that don't bring their cars. There's still a lot going on, and just the community, visiting or entertainment that we have that evening. In July, August, and September, we have the Randy and Randy show, or Remembering Randy, and he has a sidekick named Randy also. And so people I know really like that because he plays some of the oldies and some of the car show, music that people really enjoy. So some people just come for the music. A lot of people just come for the food. And then a few people come because they like the cars.
And just socialize, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Great community event. I think I saw on Facebook that you recently won a Lions Award. Could you talk about that?
Yes, I did. I was a very big surprise. I get a little emotional about it or whatever, but it's an elite award through Lions, and it's because of the service that you do for communities and for your Lions Club. So it was, I'm going to say it wrong, the Melvin...
It's a Melvin Jones Fellowship.
Yeah, I knew that I would mess that up just because, like I said, I don't normally, I'm not the kind of person that likes a lot of attention, and so it was a really it meant a lot. It still means a lot, and I'm going to keep that close and dear to my heart for the years of dedication that this Lions has, and that I was able to be a part of it.
What does the award entail, Janet, that she won?
So there's a Melvin Jones Fellowship program through LCIF, so Lions Club's International Foundation, and it is the foundation portion of Lions Club. Clubs from all over the world. So Lions International is global. It started in Chicago. I always consider that it's a Midwest grassroots service organization that went global. I mean, how many service organizations can say that? Not many. And so for it to be Midwest grassroots, that's impressive. And they started a foundation. Clubs, individuals can donate to that. What it is the humanitarian efforts. And so to award a fellowship, individual members and clubs in general donate to LCIF for humanitarian causes around the world. So, like there was the fires in Hawaii. LCIF immediately release funds to help those in Hawaii. In Texas, when the floods were there, LCIF is a supportive foundation to help to release funds to help those that have suffered from the floods. So with donating $1,000, we're able to recognize a member in our club, just the club and individuals in the club. And so, lots of times we like to look for that worker, that individual that puts their heart into it and never seeks recognition. And that is Robin. Mm-hmm. And so we had selected her, and at an event, we surprised her with receiving that recognition.
Sure. Didn't think you were going to get the recognition. Thought you were going to be low-key and under the radar. Right?
Exactly.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do people join if they're listening? What's the best way to join Up with Lions, Janet?
You can ask any member. We've had a recent member, too, Connie Jewell. She came up and said, hey, a family member of mine was a Lion, and I would like to join, too. Definitely, it's a service organization. We do have dues with that. There's international dues. So essentially we're paying for our own insurance. We're paying for any of the administrative costs like from the club, and 100% goes back to the community. So there are dues, but anyone can ask any member. There's email addresses if you don't know who a member is. That's on our Facebook page. We have an e-clubhouse page that has the RC Lions at gmail.com email address. If you're interested and can't find us, you could come right out to the car cruise and say, hey, I'm interested in becoming a Lion. You can come to any of our events and come and talk to us, find out what it is. We may not do it now, but Lions can do anything. And when you come and you have the suggestion, be prepared to join, to give the leadership on what that new role that we could do for our community.
And when members like John or Pat show up, with what they bring to the table, it's a win-win, isn't it?
Oh, definitely is a win-win. Both have been engaging and definitely a positive addition to each of our events and our stand. I mean, when you get to know, it's having a new friend come. You get that opportunity to meet that new person and develop a new friendship, and that's what we are. Normally, like Dr. Pat or John, we may not have come into the same circle because I work at the Richland Hospital. I work in the laboratory. I'm behind closed doors much of the time. We wouldn't have ever met each other, but because we all have the same mission to take care of our community and we've all become Lions, it allows us each to develop new friendships.
Oh, most definitely. And when do you meet? That's another question. How often do you meet?
The second Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. Our next meeting actually in July will be at the Retrum Shelter. We always like to celebrate with a picnic at one of the shelters that is a Lion-built shelter here in our community. Otherwise, we meet at the family room for Pratt's. So, second Tuesday of the month, 6 p.m.
Wonderful. Anything anybody would like to add this morning to our program we haven't asked you? just look forward to the show tomorrow night. Robin, again, thanks for asking me, because it's going to be an honor to be there tomorrow night.
We're very excited that you're going to be there. So I very much have been looking forward to it.
Celebrating 40 years with Those Were the Days, and no better place to spend it than at the fairgrounds with the Lions. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Robin Corneff, Pat Bradford, Janet Kruger joining us along with John Paulson on the morning show representing the Richland Center Area Lions.